Hello viewers, welcome to the Captain's Lobby. I hope that you're fine and enthusiastic. Have you ever heard of developing a game on Excel? Yes, now we are going to program a game on Excel. As you can see, a landscape image is in front of me and I'm going to tell you that how you will arrange a game, how you will just set a visual basic settings and how you will just make this game. So before proceeding further, it's a request to subscribe and share this channel as much as possible so that I may develop such information and interesting clips in later future. So let's begin how this game works. First of all, when you will play when we click on the play button, you will see that a mango will start to fall from the tree, and now when we press shoot button, you can see the arrow started to pass the mango and a message box start to appear. So this is saying that it missed target, so now we will just again try to just target the mango, and now as you can see that when it passed it again misses. So we can also adjust the speed of the mango. Look at now, we can also when we go on slow it becomes a low speed mango, and now if we just go to the medium, the speed of the mango would be go to the medium range. So in this way you can just manage. And now if we want to target a mango, for example, when you go to the high speed and when I shoot the arrow, you can see that it will gradually pass. You should be competent enough to hit the target. So as you can see that I have hit the target and mango is falling down to the tree. So in entire tutorial I'm going to tell you that how you will just develop a game, and how you will you can see the count of apple is increased and a count of mango is increased and count of arrow is decreasing. So I have targeted one mango, so that it is 1, and I have just wasted my 5 arrows, so it is reached to 5. So let's start. So let's proceed from the first step. So all the important data regarding to this video I will be sharing you into the description of this video, and you will be just working side by side, and you have to watch this step carefully. So first of all, as you can see that I have this speed indication over here, and I have just already linked these are a text box. I've just prepared 2 sheets, Excel sheet. First sheet would be your game sheet and second sheet would be your setting sheet. First of all, you have to just go to file and you have to just click on save as. So when you go in save as option, you can see that my file is saved in the name of Excel game YouTube. It is a macro enabled file, so you have to make sure that this file is saved as a macro enabled file. So that is very much important. If you don't save this as a macro enabled workbook, so your functions and your game will not work properly. So this is a basic step. So I have to just save it, and I click yes. And now most important thing that I have to discuss over here is that you can see the links over here. First of all, when I click on the setting, I have already prepared these sheets. You have to just watch, pause the video, prepare these sheets. I will provide the images and all the format in the description. So first of all, you have to just create the format of this game. So you can see that 2 columns are and 2 rows are over here, mango and arrow, and the speed and status will be going to show you that how you will provide the settings to this game. And now we will just go over here, and you can see that in the developer option, this is the insert option available over here. So now we will click on the combo box. So when we click on the combo box, we will just create a rectangular interface over here. And now a combo box is created over here. So now we'll just right click over here and we will go on format control. With the format control menu, you can see that input range is over here. So if we click on that input range, when we click over here, we will go into the settings and we will just select the input range. What is the input range? This is the input range, and we just press enter, and you can see we'll provide the cell link. Go into the settings, and the speed of the mango would be our cell link, and we press OK. So first of all, the relationship between the mango and arrow speed is that when mango speed is 1, the arrow speed automatically converts to 1.5. so that is, I have already applied a multiplicative formula in this cell. So now when we go to the game option, you can see at when it is at medium, you can see the speed would be 2. So when it is at high, you can see the speed will be changed as 4.5. So If you don't understand anything regarding to this video, you can comment, you can ask the questions regarding if the technical ambiguity is over here. You can easily ask, feel free to ask, and I will provide you the opportunity to ask questions related the different techniques and steps if you don't understand. So now we can see that format is already created over here, and now the settings are also created, and now we'll go to the developer option. We'll go to the Visual Basic option available over here. So first of all, as discussed earlier, this format, you have to just go on insert, and you have to just click on that module. When you click on that module, this sort of interface will start to appear. This is the programming interface of Visual Basic, in which you can perform actions. You can just give instructions to the Excel where you perform the action. So first of all, you have to just pause the video, and you have to just write this, type this formula, type this format. First of all, dim sheet as worksheet. We will just name that worksheet on which we are working, and game we will discuss which sheet on this workbook is. One of that worksheet in this workbook is game sheet, so we will just indicate, we'll just give the intimation of game to the Visual Basic, and we are using two shapes. That one shape is arrow, and second shape is mango. So we have to, before working on this, we have to just give the indication signal to the Visual Basic that we are working on these images, and we have to just perform the module macros on these images. So this format, these sentences, you have to write primarily before inserting any macros. So now you can see that this is a sub reset, and we have to just copy this workbook.sheet. You have to copy these, all the indications. These are the indications, these are the signal, this is a map to the Visual Basic. If you don't provide this infrastructure to this Visual Basic, you fail to provide a macro, you fail to develop a game. So now when you press enter, you can see that first of all we will just give the indication. First of all, make sure that your arrow is at its initial position. We are going to assign that macro to the reset. When we click on the reset, the arrow should return to its main position. So we have to assign the macro to this mango. Mango is our at main position, and this is a mango with arrow. You can see that indication. Here is the name written, mango with arrow. So that is going to be very much interesting and innovative. So now we will go to the Visual Basic again. These are the profile available over here, and now we will just give the position. First of all, right, for the position of arrow, message box arrow dot top. When you press message box arrow dot top, you will just click over here, and we will just run the macro. As you run the macro, you can see a position is indicated over here, 145. You can round up to 145. Press OK, and now we will just move further on, and we will write (140). It will indicate to the Visual Basic that arrow is currently present at 140. Side by side is very much important that you have to save the data. If you don't press Ctrl S, you will not be able to save your data. So press OK side by side. As long as you are working on this video, you have to save the data so that your work remains entangled and your work should not get disintegrated or redundant. So now you can see that we along side by side, I will tell you in the different steps. As we go deep into the video, I will just guide you individually and significantly about each step involved in this video. So now we have just give the indication to the arrow. Now we will just give the location to the left of this arrow, in which coordinate the left of this arrow lies. So we have to just give the same message box. This is arrow dot left, and now when we run that macro, it will just give the indication that the arrow dot left is 515. So we will just give the indication to 515. To 515. So similarly, same is the case with the mango. We will just provide the same indication to the mango. Run this macro, and you can see the position of this mango is at the moment 3.08. So it depends on the pixel, depends upon the positioning of the shapes, depends upon the images, how you are using images in Excel. It depends upon different factors. So in my case, it is 3.08. I will just round it to that 3.08. 3.08. And now we are just find what is the left of the So we will just go and we will write mango dot left, write message box, and now we will just enable the macro. It would be 823 and remove that previous, and you have to just write 823 in that equal sign, which is 823. So so far we have discussed the positioning of arrow and mango, and it is very much simple. And if there's any difficulties so far, you just intimate me, tell me that my these macros and this position is not make sure that that dot and commas and brackets should be placed accordingly, and should be similar that I've used in this video. If anything is missing, if anything is lacking in your procedure, if anything is lacking in your practice, the macro will not run. It will give an error, it will give a bugging error, so you will be confused, you will be puzzled. So no need to puzzle, just make sure that the work you are doing should be matched with the work I have done over here, because this is a programmable and computerized integration and computerized signal. So you should be very much active and very much to the point. You have to just copy and paste in your box, so that it becomes dominant and your macro should be in working condition. So now we will just move on to the next part, and now that is SP. You can see that what is SP, set SP at, you can see over here, I can just highlight. When you go, SP is there, mango with arrow. So we will also just try for the mango. We will also just look at the mango with arrow location. So we will just run this macro for this purpose, SP dot top, and when we press run macro, you can see it is 519, 520. We will just go for sp dot top is equal to 520, and now move on. We will just similarly we will go for the left option over here. So sp dot left, and when we run this macro, invalid use of, okay, we just message box space sp dot left, run this macro, and you can see that it is 1174.38, 1174. okay, you have to just follow the message box, the amount of message box. Don't need to just confuse yourself. You just follow. You have to just clearly understand what message box is saying, and that will just allow you to run the macro. So now you can see when we just you can see the sheet range, we will just also write go on the next line and give the indication sh dot range, and bracket open, comma, c2 colon c3, commas close, bracket close, dot value is equal to, you have to just give stop. Okay, so that initially at that when you press reset, the mangoes the movement of mango and arrow should be stopped, so that indicates you what is c2 and c3. First of all, let me tell you what is c2 and c3. When we go to the setting sheet, you can see that c2 is the speed of the mango and c3 is the speed of the arrow. So this is the reason why we are giving c2, so that before when we press on the reset option, a mango and arrow should be at their mean position, so we can easily play and we can easily just reset again, so that there should be no hanging, there should be no inception when we try to play the game. So reset is very much important for the smooth coordinating of the game. So when we go on Visual Basic again, we can see that we are d2 and d3, ss dot range, bracket open, comma start d2, bracket close, ss dot range dot value is equal to 0. So what is d2? I can also tell you what is d2, so that you can, d2 is this is count, d2 is 0 at the main position, no mango is targeted, so mango would be 0, and no arrow is used, so the arrow would be 10. So we have to just indicate to the Visual Basic that when we reset, the mango should be 0 and arrow should also be 0. So that is the most important and vital thing to before going to the next step. So moving to the next step, we will just also indicate the count of arrow at the reset option. So when we press sheet dot range and bracket close, bracket open, and commas d3 comma close and bracket also close, dot value is equal to 10. So our reset part of the game is completed, so it is ends up, and we don't need to just add any other indication or instruction. So our initially reset part is completed. So press Ctrl S to save your work, and we will just see that if we will just see whether game is performing according to our indication or not. So as you can see, according to our instructions, when we just displace the mango over here, and it is apple with mango with arrow, and now when we just right click over here, go on assign macro, and give over here Excel, this is a sheet, and reset, assign this reset option and press OK. So we have assigned this macro to our one box, and when you click on the reset, you can see our arrow mango and apple mango with arrow return to its main position. So this is how we can just relocate if you're making a bigger game, if you're making a more professional game. So this option, this code will be working, and this code will be helping you to make even bigger games. So this game is simple. This is a left movement and downward movement of arrow and mango respectively. So it is not a big deal. So actually the purpose of the telling of Visual Basic is that Visual Basic is the main element. If you are making big game, Excel is universal software. You can develop bigger games, games that are internationally recognized and acknowledged. So this code is valuable and working and it's work at foundation stone. So now we will just go into the Visual Basic window, and we will just go to the play game. So you have to just copy paste this entire indication from here to mango with arrow to into our next macro, and it is a play game. So see that display SPH shape and SP game mango with arrow, you have to just write. So when we play our C2, what is C2? C2 is movement of our apple. C2 is a movement of our mango. So when we click on this, when we just click on play game, make sure that apple mango will start to fall from the tree. You have to just copy, you have to just pause the video and write this formula in your Visual Basic. And so first so now in this section you have to just press X and colon, and moving to the next event, we'll just go VBA do events dot do events. Okay, follow these steps very much carefully, and you should be always aware that if any of the thing is missing, either your macro will not work. It is a links each and everything is linked to each other, so you should be very much careful and attentive. And now VBA do events, we will just also go press if, and you have to just place a condition to the Visual Basic. Condition, what is the condition? Watch carefully. C2 means movement of apple. We are working with the movement of apple and movement of mango and arrow. C2 and commas closed, bracket also closed, dot value is equal to stop. Okay, then exit sub. Right here, then exit sub. Press enter. Our condition is applied successfully in this part, and now we are going to the next part, that is mango dot top is equal to mango dot top plus sheet dot image bracket open. B2 is the movement of our mango. Okay, carefully. I'm just busy in typing. I'm not looking to the screen. I'm just looking to the keyboard only, because it is the working of your hands and typing. It involves your typing skills. It involves your attentive and your memory skills. So I'm just not looking to the screen. I'm looking to the keyboard at the moment now. Bracket close. Dot value, and now we will press enter. So this condition, this is a mango.top sheet. This will show you that when mango starts to move, top of the mango, it is telling the current location of the mango when we click on the play option, play game option. So now we will just go to our game sheet, and now we will click on that mango, and let's suppose the mango is going down. Ultimately the mango will hit the ground, and we will just when mango hit the ground, what is the location of the mango at the moment. So now we will just press alt tab, go to the Visual Basic and type message box mango.top. We'll just tell you what is the current location of mango.top. Okay, now we will just click on that macro option, and you can see the current location will be 292. When mango is hitting the ground at 292, the mango will again start to fall from the tree, and so on. The process will never stop until all of our mangoes are targeted. So that is why we applied the message box. So what remember what was that at 292. If mango dot top is greater than 292, then mango dot top will return to its mean position. What is the mean position of the mango? The mean position of the mango is 3.08. okay, mango dot top would be 3.08. so the function would be 4 to x, means that the function would be repeated as long as this game is over. So this play game is completed. So now press Ctrl S. Don't forget to press Ctrl S. Always remember to save your data. And now we will just go on that game option, and we will just assign play macro, and now we will just see that is play game, and now we'll confirm whether our macro are working or not. So guys, when you click on the play option, you can see our macro starts to fall over here, and you can also change the speed of the mango. When you go to slow, the mango will start to fall in a slow manner. Okay, when we go into the medium, the mango will go to the medium manner. So it is a very much intriguing and innovative form of way of using Excel. In a way, I found myself easy, so I started to develop games side by side on Excel. So now when we click on high, you can see the speed of the mango is getting at higher level. So it is very much important and exciting way of using Excel. You can use Excel in your own way. You can drive your Excel to your own path. So when we just reset, the game will reset. So now we are going to work on the pause menu, so that a game should be paused. If there is some sort of discrepancy, the game should be paused at that moment. So for the pause moment, we will just go to our Visual Basic and start another macro. So for the pause, you can see that you have to just keep in mind this indication: write sub. Okay, write sub, pause game, bracket open. Okay, after writing sub, you have to write that set sheet, this workbook dot sheet settings commas. Okay, now we have to just C2 and C3 means that both movement of the arrow and the mango will start to cease at the moment when we click the pause button. At that moment, the movement of arrow and mango will be ceased, and press dot value and is equal to inverted commas, we can stop, and the game mango would stop at that moment. So this is how you can the pause part of this game is much simpler. The thing is shoot and drop mango is going to be comprehensive. We will just deal into another part of the video as we go further. So there we go, assign macro to the pause also. Press Control Tab and go to the game and go to the assign macro, and remember that you are on that same sheet. Apply pause game. When you apply pause game, press OK. So macro are assigned, so make sure. So for this we have to just click on the pause. As you can see, that movement of mango is paused. So now in the next part of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can just so guys, we were on shoot part of Our Visual Basic. So for the shoot, you have to just copy paste the previous previous indication, as I told you earlier, sir, this will copy as similar to the previous paragraph. And the new thing is that when you press that shoot option, that C2, the movement of mango and arrow will start to move when you press shoot option, and that will just ensure that a game is moving. And so first of all, we have to just remove these things before proceeding further. We have to apply some message box over here. So for shoot option, you have to just go on, you have to just write, as I told you earlier, you have to just write VBA dot do events, and you have to just make sure that everything is clear. So after writing the VBA dot do events, you will press enter, and after pressing enter, you will just press commas, and after pressing commas, you will just write, you will just give indication of mango dot move. Okay, mango dot move. Press enter, and just go above and see for that condition that I applied earlier on. Have to write if sh dot range bracket open c2 comma start c2 bracket close dot. If you copy this indication that you when we just typed it on the play game macro, you have to just copy that 2 lines, and we have to just paste in the shoot. Okay, press enter and press paste. So we will just also press enter, and now we will just write arrow move. For arrow move, you have to just copy this first line, and when we right click over here, copy, and press enter after arrow move, and press paste over here, and click C3. That will indicate that we are working on arrow. Press C3, and here after pressing over, click. I think there is some yes, we have not write any indication before if, and after sub press enter, and you can see that our first is condition for arrow is completed, and there are some other indication also. So now we are going to apply some conditions. So before applying some condition, we have to just make sure that we will apply condition over here. Okay, we will apply a condition over here, and now we will just select comment. First of all, we will just make it first of all, we will just pause it. We will just hold it for a moment for applying conditions. For checking for the position, you have to just go to your Excel sheet on which you are working. This is our Excel sheet. So now we will applying some conditions over here. So first of all, we will just click on that. When we click on the play button, and when we just allow mango to reach over here, and we will just suppose that arrow is suppose that arrow is just launched from the bow, and it is just traveling some distance, and arrow is over here. And now we will just move this mango to this position. Suppose that mango is at this position, and now we will check the position of that arrow. What is the current position of the arrow? So now we will just go to our Visual Basic, and when we go to our Visual Basic, we will just read some positions. So message box arrow dot left. So when we click on message box arrow dot left, and now when we just run macro, you will see 867 is the current position of our arrow. So I'm gonna press OK and click on that reset option, and now we will just remove that message box, and now we will write equal to 855. Press new block 855, and we will apply comments. We will apply commas to this line, and now we will just again go, and we will just now check the position of the mango. Where is the position of our mango, so that we can apply the specific limit. So for applying for the position of mango, we will go over here, and now we will just check the current position of our mango. What is the current top position of our mango? For that, we'll just go and write message box mango dot top. We go message box mango dot top and run macro. So this is the macro current. 120.7 is the current position of our mango. 120.7 is current position of our mango. So now mango top is also given. Now work is getting simpler and simpler and simpler. Is equal to 120.7. So now we will also hold it for a moment, and we will just check another. We will check the location of mango from another angle. Press angle, enter, and now we are just again move to your Excel sheet. When you are move to your Excel sheet, and now we will just move mango a little bit to small, a little bit in low, and now at this level we'll just apply run macro. Okay, message box mango dot top, message box mango dot top, and now you will apply a macro. When apply macro, message box mango dot top and apply macro, you can see it is 160.02. It is 160.02, and now our range of locations are completed. 160 spots, it is 160, and now we are going to stop it, hold it for a moment, and now we will just remove that, and now it's time to apply the condition. Now for the condition is saying that, starting from a condition, if arrow dot left, the condition is saying greater than, if arrow dot left is greater than, we will put this value. This is our value. Okay, it's greater than 855, and it is the condition is saying and arrow dot left is less than, let's suppose if arrow dot left is greater than 855 and arrow dot left is less than, let's suppose we are increasing coordinates of 5 is less than 860, is less than 860, then okay, we are applying the condition for now mango. What a mango says, if mango dot top greater than, what was the first formula, 120.7, and mango dot top less than, mango dot top greater than 127 and mango dot top less than 160, then we'll write here call message box a message box will appear when arrow hit a mango, a message box will appear. So press now we press enter and call play underscore game. Otherwise, if arrow will miss, and if you have to carefully just copy these codes, as these codes are very much important, otherwise your macro will not be working. Otherwise the arrow if missing, it will show a miss option. If arrow dot left greater than 1000, then sheet dot range the movement of arrow. What is the movement of arrow? That was C3 is the movement of arrow, bracket close, dot value is equal to stop. Okay, arrow will stop, and sheet of C3 dot value is equal to stop, and one amount of arrow will be decreased. sh dot range, the count of arrow is d3. sh dot range, bracket close, d comma started, d3 comma close, bracket open, dot value is equal to sh dot range bracket open, d3 bracket close, and dot value, and one amount of arrow would be decreased. So this is the so we have given the condition for if arrow is launched from the bow, one amount of arrow will be decreased and arrow will return to its main position. We are just giving the main position of the arrow. What is the main position of the arrow? First of all, you will just go to the reset and you will just copy paste the main position of the arrow, so that when arrow is missed, our arrow is reloaded, and we will just, when we are play again, we will get another opportunity to target the mango. So now we will just press control right click and just paste over here the navigations and the coordinates of the arrow from the reset, and we will just paste over to this shoot. So when arrow will miss, a message box will start to appear, and it will be saying, we are also just give the message box so that it looks quite professional when you play game long. It will show missed target. Okay, inverted commas, press enter. So write and if, and procedure would be repeated, and go to X, it will go again, it will start to so our sub has been completed. Save your work from here so that our work remains same and saved, and it will avoid any redundancy. So now we are going to check whether our shoot is working or not. So after that we will just work on drop apple, drop mango. Press just go to your right click on that shoot box, and now we will just go and we will click on assign macro, and when we go assign macro, we will just go on shoot and press OK. So now our macro has been assigned, and now we will just press Ctrl S, and now we will just click whether we will see whether our macros are working or not. Press reset. So now when we press reset and when we just click on play, our mango starts to fall, and when we press shoot, that arrow is working, and it's saying miss target as according to our macro, as according to our instruction that we gave to the Visual Basic. So now viewers, we are on our last macro, and now this is a drop macro. As you can see that I have copy paste, as I told you earlier, that you have to just copy paste this first paragraph from the previous macro, and now we will just copy the main position. What are the main position? Like we just similarly as we did in shoot, the main position of first of all you have to close this. Okay, this is a no need, we don't need this. Okay, press 0, and now we are just we just need this only, these conditions. And now we can see that as we go along, we can see if there are many mean positions, we can just go to the reset, where reset, and now we'll just copy the mean positions of arrow and mango, highlight it, and select copy, and just go down and drop apple, drop mango, again stop. You have to just click enter, and you have to just go on paste. You can see that our main positions are already copied. And now for the SP, what do you mean by SP? So first of all, we will just so viewers, now we will just play with some the position of our SP, which is mango with arrow. So we will just click on the Excel and we will just go on that sheet, and now we will just go down and we will just make this mango with arrow over here. And now we will just make sure that if we play and we just make it pause, and for example if our arrow hits the mango, it will be at this location. Okay, it will be at this location. So now we will apply some message box, or we'll apply some macros to this. So now we will just click message box sp dot top. When you press message box sp dot top and run the macro, you can see we can just press run the macro, and you can see 164 is the current location. And we'll just 164 is the current location of the macro. And now we will just again check to the left of that message box sp dot left. For this is message box sp dot left. And now we will what we will do, we will just run the macro. When we just run the macro, you can see that it is indicating that coordinates. It is 850, 853, 852 roundabout. Okay, now we will just press backspace, and now we will just press enter and press equal to 852. When I press 852, it will just store and it will save the grids, coordinates and position of mango with arrow to our Visual Basic. And now we will just go for another option. So what is another option? So first of all we will just so viewers, now we will check the what would be the top of the mango. If a mango we will hit the ground after just attacking by the arrow, what would be the top of the mango? So first, for this purpose, we will go to our Excel sheet as we created earlier, and now we will just hold that mango with arrow to this position. And now we will just see what is the current position of this mango at this level. So now we will just press, we'll just go our Visual Basic, and now we will just write message box sp message box sp dot top. It will show the current position of the mango when it is at when it is hitting the ground. So now we will just go to our when we run the macro, you will see the current position is 514. So it means that everything is working okay. It is 514. So now we'll press enter and press equal to 514. And now we will just copy and paste that previous intersection when the arrow will hit the mango. So we'll just copy paste that coordinates. It was removed due to battery energy breakdown. We have recorded our events. So first of all we will press enter, and similarly we will just try to make an activity for Visual Basic so that our drop apple activities become successful. Do events, and now we will press enter and we will write sp dot top is equal to sp dot top plus sheet dot range bracket open b2 bracket close dot value. So now sp dot left and equal to sp dot left plus sheet dot range These is the movement of our mango and arrow b3 and b2 dot value and we will just try to make a condition over here. If sp dot top is greater than 514 this value, okay, when sp is hitting the ground, when mango with arrow is hitting the ground, what would be then one mango would be increased. Then range bracket close comma d to bracket close dot value equal to sheet dot range d2 bracket close dot value plus 1. So it will increase our mango, so, and now we press enter and we will press exit sub. Now we press enter and if go to accept process, we will repeat again. Press enter and our macro is completed. So now we will assign the macro. We will press Ctrl S and press OK. It will complete our macro work. Okay, now we will assign we will just go to the shoot and we will just something is missing from here. We will just write something before message box hit, and that is call drop mango So now we are end to our macro work, and now we will just show you how this entire thing will work. So now we will press Ctrl S, press OK, and now we will just go to our Excel file and we will just right click over here, assign macro, and we will just click on shoot option and press OK, press Ctrl S. Sorry, shoot macro was not assigned previously, so now we are going to assign macro, and now we will just press Ctrl S, press OK. So now we will see whether our macros are working or not. So for this purpose we will just click on play. As soon as we click on play, our mango starts to fall, and now we will just try to target the mango, and it says it is missing this target. So now we will again try to target the mango unless it hits, and I hope that it will, as it did. Look at, see the arrow is successfully hit, and it's showing that mango is being targeted by it. Hit message was started to appear. So I hope that you like today's tutorial. So if you like today's tutorial, please, it's a great request to subscribe this channel and to just give a positive feedback, take part in comments, and share this channel as much as possible, so that you may understand the right version of how you can use these basic techniques and Visual Basic and versatility of Excel to the world. And you can just develop your own games and own creative things. You can not only just perform the office work, but you can also perform some sort of visual and graphics on the Excel. So see in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye.